ago. These are some of the problems we running into on live stream. Um, Let me know if you can hear the sound. Just got back from a really long vacation. Had no cell phone service. It was wonderful. Got to hang out with a bunch of friends. Haven't seen in a long time. Hung out with the wife. We went on a float trip down in southern Missouri. It was at the Pull Tight campground. Recommend it highly. They do a great job. It's a wonderful place, but you got to watch out for the raccoons. So if anybody hops in here, just let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if the sound's all right. If there's any kind of echo or anything I need to be aware of. We're gonna wait for some folks to get in here. This is pretty exciting news. I feel like it is. Chainlink's been doing pretty good the last few days. Well, everything's been doing really good. You should have seen my face when I finally got back into cell phone range. When I was driving back, my phone just started blowing up, missed texts and alerts and this, that, and the other. And I couldn't actually check my account until I got back here to Illinois. But yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised. One second. Excuse me. I had a little frog in my throat. It was beautiful. Very hot, but the water was nice and cold, and so were the drinks. And there was plenty of drinks, okay? People fell down. People fell out of their boats or canoes, rafts, whatever. But we had a good old time. So I was very, 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 very pleasantly surprised to see, Bitcoin was up over 40 grand, which is, nice. I think we're on like day 8 or 9 of concurrent growth days. So, things are looking better. The market's coming back. I knew it would. It's just a matter of time, okay? It's just a matter of time. It's when the market is ripe, when all the conditions are right, we will continue on. And people have been saying that we're in a bull market. I don't agree with that. I don't agree, and I'll tell you why. Is because if you look back to the beginning of the year, Bitcoin was not at 30,000 or 40,000. It was much lower than that. So we're still, even with the cool off period, which usually comes after all time highs, we're still looking good. If it had dropped back down to like 3 grand or something like that, yeah, if it completely erased all kinds of gains for years, that's more of a bear market, okay? Like losing a little bit of like growth from an all-time high, I don't think that qualifies the same. So that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean that I'm right, but that's just my opinion, and that's all you really have, isn't it? It's just your opinion. So we're gonna let people flow in here a little bit more. Go ahead and hit me up in the chat. I'm keeping an eye on it. Lots of news, not lots of news to get to. So this event coming up, pretty cool thing. There's going to be over 200 different speakers, and we're going to get to the keynote speakers and all that here real soon. We're going to hope somebody's going to flop in. I know it's midday. It's Friday. Everybody's getting through, getting through their work thing. So I understand. But I still wanted to talk about this because, it's something that people should be aware of. Okay. I was just watching a different fellow's crypto stream, and people in the chat were talking about Chainlink pumping. Well, I think this is a good reason why. Okay, so smart contracts is the new hot thing on the market right now. It's coming online on most of the chains, like ADA is about to have smart contracts, or already does. Polygon has smart contracts now with Kyber Network. So it's out there. Okay, Ethereum 2.0. Whenever they decide to put it out, they're supposed to have smart contracts. So on and so forth. Okay, so if you don't know what smart contracts are, I do have a video. It's I believe it's Kyber Network is added to Polygon, and in that video I explain exactly what all that means. I go through some of the smart contracts in detail, as like what they are, what that even is. So this conference, I've already signed up for the event. It's going to be 3 days long. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the screen right now. Oh, that's not what I want. There we go. And we're going to make sure we split over there. Looks good. Okay. So here we are. This is on Hopin. Okay. Smart Contract Summit #1. It's hosted by Chainlink right here. Okay. And we're going to get to the sponsors and whatnot. These are some of the keynote speakers, as you right there for you. And you can click on here. Ooh, one moment. I'm an ex-smoker, but I had a couple cigarettes. Don't worry, I told my wife. I had a couple cigarettes on the float trip, so my throat's a little, I got a little. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have had them, but that's besides the point. So, Smart Contract Summit, 3 days, 200 speakers. Starts at 6:50 a.m. August 5th, runs all the way to August 7th at 5 p.m., and that's CDT. I will have to look that up because I don't know what CDT is. I know it's some sort of time, but I will be notified. So I have it on my calendar on here. So it'll let me know when the time is. So you can still sign up. You can go to this website here, and you can follow that. Sorry, there might have been a little echo from my headphones. Let me actually move that. If I can hear it, you might be able to hear it on the microphone. I know my chair's squeaky too. It's an old chair, but it's a good chair. Okay. There's going to be tons of people, 200 plus industry leading speakers, and thousands of attendees from across the globe to explore the latest innovations in smart contracts. So we're going to talk about the description here. SmartCon is a celebration of the rapidly expanding blockchain ecosystem and its thriving community, featuring talks from industry leaders, technical workshops with top DApp developers, deep dives into cutting-edge smart contract research, and insights into the future of the space, from the biggest projects in DeFi, decentralized gaming, NFTs, and more. SmartCon #1 will offer 3 full days of virtual keynote speeches, panel discussions, live demos, developer workshops, and community networking. Session topics include the innovation of hybrid smart contracts, how advances in cross-chain communication are changing DeFi, scaling security in a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Okay, yeah, the path to enterprise blockchain adoption, new use cases for off-chain data and computation, and much more. See, that's a lot of if you have questions about these subjects, this would be an amazing event for you to. I know people are working and whatever, but it's online. You can go back and watch it. I'm sure they're gonna have it somewhere. But would be some great discussions to catch, and I'm gonna watch it. So I will give you the lowdown on things that I find interesting. I'm sure some of it's gonna be boring old stuff, but I'm an old boring guy, so I don't mind doing that, so it's no big deal. Sorry about the chair. I will WT-40 that. So, Let's see, where did I leave off? Researchers and engineers from Chainlink Labs will also provide insight into the progress of Chainlink 2.0. I didn't even know about that. Join us at SmartCon. Okay, I already told you the time of day, August 5th and 7th. And let's continue to define, develop, and accelerate the adoption of smart contracts together. Yes, let's do it, because when smart contracts come online, that's when you're going to see more adoption of cryptocurrencies in mainstream businesses. And because you can actually have built-in contracts that are customizable to your situation for companies to be able to say loan money, like with DeFi. You want to borrow, get a loan from, like, say, Kyber Network, or whatever DeFi play you choose. You get that loan. Well, in the smart contract that's embedded into a blockchain, it could be set up that however many cycles you will, give them this X amount of Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, doesn't matter. So that is huge, huge news. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at some of the other sponsors here. And we've got Aave, Arbitrum, Armanino, Avalanche, CoinGecko, Compound, Hedera Hashgraph, Polygon, and Synthetics. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. And here's, you can actually go down here and look at all the speakers, the subjects, and what they're going to speak on. It's obviously a fair bit long here, and that's just day one. Okay. And here's more of a look at the speakers for day one. We got, the head of game company, the owner, game system, games, professors, data scientists, VPs, another professor, CEOs. So there's, when they say industry leading, these are the folks that they're talking about. Okay. So this is cool. There you go. Usually they will save, they might not like to say it, but usually they'll save like the best speakers for the last day. So you stay for the whole summit, that's just marketing. So, but here's day 3, continuing on. There's going to be, keynote speakers through all 3 days. I was just kidding about that. They're going to split it up. You're all cool. You're all cool. Okay. So anyways, I thought that was something that you guys would be interested in. So it's only a few days away, like 5-6 days away. I can't be bothered to look right now, but here it is, August 5th. Go to this site. You can, up here, it'll say you can join the event, essentially get your ticket to the event, and then you can add it onto, your computer's calendar or whatever you're into. Okay. But it's over 3 days. It's like the Olympics with smart contracts. Let's look at it like that. Okay. Hopefully we have some good discussion on the panels. I'm looking forward to the whole shebang bang. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and look at Chainlink and see how they're doing right now. This is a 7 day. Yes, 7 day. So they're pumping a bit, looking pretty good. $21.40. Last 24 hours, they're up 12, almost 13%. So does this have something to do with it? Maybe. This is the stuff you need to, this is the stuff you need to be aware of. Like when you're looking for, like, maybe not so much like the Doge SNL event, which we know how that turned out, but like, events, discussions, sometimes even a good interview could sway things. So, overall cryptocurrency is looking decent. It's some things are, dropped a wee bit. We're back under 40,000, but barely. It's basically testing around. It hasn't hit 41. to my knowledge. I have been out of the loop a little bit, but I don't believe it's hit past 41. It might be that 41 is like one of those, it's just one of those like mental numbers that people get in their head. That's like, oh, it's not gonna go past this, but it's like, it's like those resistance numbers. It's like sometimes, it's just made up. More than anything, people probably just have a bunch of, sells or buys or whatever at that number, because it's a nice round number, 41. Like, hey, if it goes above here, then then we're going someplace, which is exactly what I think. Is once it clears this resistance, um, Bitcoin will probably just drag the rest of the market with it, the crypto market with it if it continues to climb. And, I've said it in my past videos. I'm sorry, it's been a while. Like I said, I was on vacation, but in my past videos, I said that, Bitcoin is, we all know that it's going to eventually correct, right? Now, how far is it going to go? Is it going to go all the way back up to 60 and beyond? I think so. Will it be this year? Possibly. When you're a long-term investor and you're playing with house money, which is, money that you don't owe to anybody, it's your money and money that you've already earned back from your investments. Okay. When you've taken money back, right? That's when you don't worry so much about the short-term volatility of any given project. Okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at that point. All you want to know is am I going to get rug pulled? And if that's a no, then when you're dealing with Bitcoin, it's really hard to imagine getting rug pulled in Bitcoin unless Satoshi's just waiting. He's just waiting, but even then it still wouldn't wreck Bitcoin, it's irrelevant. So Ethereum looking pretty decent, up 16, almost 17% over the last 7 days. Bitcoin is up 21.5% over the last 7 days. Tether, I don't have anything in Tether. I don't know if I believe in Tether. I don't know. It doesn't smell right to me. There's something about it. It just doesn't smell right. I'll keep my money in USD. No, thank you. Bitcoin's or Binance Coin doing pretty good. Up 10%. Cardano up 10.5%. XRP up almost 29%. I mean, that's decent. But look at old Chainlink. Over 7 days, almost 40%. Now over the next 5 days, the old adage, sell the rumor, sell the rumor, man. Don't wait for the news to hit. Sell the rumor, okay? And if you'd I got pretty lucky before the SNL thing. I had already went through a couple of these pumps that turned out to be dumps, okay? And I was like, if you study history, then you should, and you pay attention, then you can avoid those mistakes that you may have made already. So right before SNL, I waited for it to get up in the 70s. I don't remember. It's been a minute, but I sold it high, way up high, and I kept some. I kept some, but I sold it high and waited. And little did I know that everything else was coming down too. I didn't expect that, But let's see, Uniswap doing decent. Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Solana, something else I'm pretty heavy on. I really like the Solana. up 16%, looking good. Polygon 16, almost 17%. Stellar, not doing as good as the others. Let's face it. Okay, Ethereum Classic showing a little bit of life. Okay, we up to $48, almost 48, 75 or so. Yeah, Internet Computer, I'm not sold on that one either. Not my cup of tea. I like VeChain. VeChain up a nice 26%. Look at old Terra Luna down here. 47% over the last 7 days. I mean, the markets are definitely up 42%. Almost 43, heading up there. And we're having modest gains on some of these other coins, like Algorand, 6.5. That's modest. I would call that modest. That's not like Axie Infinity. That's something that I've been looking into. I think that's a decent project. There is quite a bit of backing. Look into it. Do some due diligence. It is a good project. I like that one. Okay, I like it. And they're up almost 40%. Not unexpected to me. I looked into them a few weeks back. I want to say that I did a video, but to be honest, I don't remember. With the vacation, the river cleanse, like wiped it all out. I tried to retain some knowledge. It's like, the summer break in school, you don't come back and remember, it's just like all you can remember is riding your bike and playing ball or whatever. Kind of one of them situations. Avalanche is, it escapes me what they do, but it's a lot more nifty once you dive into it. I'll probably, let me write that down. That's something that I want to look into. They are actually one of the sponsors of the summit. Okay. Shiba Inu. I know I had some friends, down on the flow trip, and they brought up Shiba and asked me what I thought of it, and I was like, I know I get some Shiba hate, but I have one deflationary coin. I have some Doge, why do I need the knockoff Doge? There's like 1,000 different dog coins and stuff. I'm just not into all that. That sounds so sketchy, and that's like rug pull, areas like Shiba. I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it. IOTA, not bad. Compound, not bad. But not compound's not bad. The numbers ain't looking so grand right now. But c'est la vie. Wow, Quant. Holy smokes. Look at that, folks. Now that is what I call a recovery. Holy schmolies. Let's take a look at that one. You're going to make me double click? There we go. Wow. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet numbers right there. To all the people that were, bought Quant over the dip, you did good. You did good. I'm not one of them. I'm a little jelly, but that doesn't mean I'm going to hate on you. That just, hey, you did good. That's nice. Okay. Let's look at the 7-day. Load. You're making me look bad. Not bad. That's not bad. From around, what was that, 70 something? $73 to $129.38 currently. Not bad. Not a bad return over 7-day. And hey, that's the volatility. Volatility is not a bug in the system. It's 24 hours, 365 volatility all day, all night. It's not like the stock market where it takes a breather and the momentum can change and aftermarket, yada, yada. It's always going, okay? The volatility is the feature, okay? when you have a lot of volatility, usually that means there's a lot of volume going on. And when there's a lot of volume, that means there's money being moved. And that's where the action is. Okay. So this is probably even the volume right here. You can see the volume increased. Well, that's good. It's always good. Higher the volume, the more action. The more price action, or the more price action and volatility that's going on, that's where you make those money. Now, a day trader, each day they could have, bought here, sold here, bought here, sold there, bought here, sold there, whatever. That's how they do it. But they do a whole, they may make 1 or 2 trades a day or something, but they'll make a crap load. Okay. I have a different style. Doesn't mean you have to have the style. Everybody has their own investment, their own different, mix of what investment styles. And some people like physical gold and silver. Some people like doing ETFs. It doesn't matter. They're all not equal. They're not made equal. Okay. Like you should definitely get more. You should get physical gold as opposed to an ETF. But if you want to go an ETF, it's not a bad route. You don't really own it. Okay. It's like buying Grayscale BTC. It's BTCG. You have their Bitcoin, but they own it. It's not your coin. So excuse me. Don't smoke. Smoking's bad. Smoking's bad. Okay. That's about all I got for you guys. Let's go ahead and check let's go ahead and check out some. Let's do that. Let's check out we got any comments down here? No comments. Okay, well, that's fine. You can watch us on the playback. That's about all I got for you today. That's about going to wrap it for me. Wanted to get back to it, do a little live action. Hopefully there was no sound problems. I'm not sure, but I hope everything was fine. As usual, at the end of my videos, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I am having a bad hair day. Nothing I can do about it. I've tried. It's just, it's not working today. That river water just, in the sun beat it out of me. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope you have a great evening. Cook yourself up something really nice for dinner, or order something that you really want to eat. Treat yourself. Times are a little rough right now, but things are looking better on the crypto horizon. We're making gains again, small gains, but baby steps. That's how we get there. So if you're new to the channel, I try not to bust all the likes and subscribes. I know you're supposed to say it, and I'm going to say it right now, but go ahead and give me a like if you found some value in that. If you enjoyed the discussion, then throw me a like. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike. That's fine too. That lets me know I need to improve a little bit more. So it might even mean that I need to speak faster. My wife watches my videos on 1.5 times speed, and when I listen back, I'm like, yeah, I sound more like a normal person there instead of like my chilled, laid back self. So anywho, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and we will have more coming.